If you are a water person, for example, you are a mariner or banji or whatever you are, as long as you have a spiritual blood, like spiritual calling, you are from water, you are from any element, it doesn't matter. As long as you are a mariner, let me tell you this. If you give birth to a child, go and find out who is that child that you give birth to. You see, a lot of you are giving birth to your mothers, fathers, sisters, aunties, great-grandfather, great-grandmothers. They will reincarnate and come to this world again. Are you getting me? I repeat, when you give birth to a child, go and check who is that child. And when you find that, do the necessary things. Excuse me. Yes, I've systemized it. Do the necessary things by taking them to the waters. Some of your great-grandfathers, they were native doctors. Eze Dibia. Your grandfathers, mothers, they were Eze Dibia. Listen, I know some of you do not know your biography. You do not know where you come from. Your family lineage. You don't know anything. Some of you don't know your father. You don't know your mother. You don't know your father's family, your mother's family. You don't even know what they worship. Some of you, what they told you is what you are following. Some of you will tell you, oh, my mother was a Christian. My father was a Christian. Yes, but do you know who your mother was before your mother gave birth to you? Now, for instance, like my mom, she is Oviame, a water-strong Ogbanje. That is who my mother is. They did everything. And at the end of the day, she went and burnt everything because of Christianity. She burned. That's why if ya fe no be like banje. Now she burned. Mami water children. If yes, she may be everyone. Or teme no ogbanje. Ime ogbanje. The other one ogbanje. We are like 3 to 4 that have spiritual calling. Are you getting me? Now, let me tell you this, my love. You see, as my mother was a Christian, now I give birth to my daughter. My daughter, for example, she didn't know, or I tell her that my mother was a Christian. When she grew up, then I will be getting old, or probably the ocean will give me long life or passed away. Okay, now, if they ask her, who is your mother, your grandfather, even your papa, our old grandfather is a Dibia. Papa when he born, your papa when he born my daughter, now native daughter. Our old grandfather for my father's side, now native daughter. But she didn't know. But she will tell you that her father family, they are Christian. Yes, they have some of their family, they are Christian. She will only believe on those Christianity, but she will not know who her grandfather was. She didn't know. You understand? Okay, now, this her father might decided in her father's side, might decided to pass through her children or great-grandchildren to come and do me in the world again. Of course. So now this is what you're going to do. When you give birth to that child, go to Dibia. Go and check that one money, Biena, you only got one man. When you know, or maybe you know that it's your sister that reincarnates her, brother, auntie, child, or whoever, your father, your mother, great, then treat that child carefully. When you want to dedicate him or her, take them to the water side. Call the great people to perform the necessary ritual. If this child have a dada, a dreadlock, don't try it and cut it away. If that child is always sick, all you just have to do is to go and do the necessary things for that dread. Alright? Don't make them cry. Don't maltreat them. So many of you, your grandfather, mother, sister, family, you maltreated them. There was a seer, or they have a spirit of a seer. They have a calling of a seer. They not passed away because they did not answer, or because of the maltreatment of you or their family, or your mother, your father, whoever that might maltreat them. They might reincarnate through that person's child to come and do what is necessary. These are the set of people that some of you will call this set of children a possessed children. You will say this child is a witch. He's always disturbing me. He's always tormenting my life. It's because you maltreated that your brother, that your sister, that your auntie, that your father, that your mother, that very person that comes through her or him, because you maltreated them. And then we decided to torment your life. As I always tell you people, I say if I passed on today, nobody takes me. I go by myself. 2, you see all these wicked element people that I'm seeing here. Go and pray so that I will not pass your neck. Because if I come through you, I will torment you. I will torment your soul. You will say, she's a witch. Oh, this child is a witch. You will not know that it is Queen Goddess Ojuju has said that came. He must study your woman, you man, your woman, you are I'm using my own as an example to all of you. You all know me as a mother. I always use myself. I will torment whoever that wicked me in this world. If I come back, I will disturb them. I might even pass through their children to pay them back for the evil they did to me. So mind you of what you do to me, so that I will not come through it. If you do me evil, if you still do me good, if I like you, I can still pass through you and come and bless you and favor you. Yes, because I'm a favors child. So now, some of your parents, you wondered why that child you give birth to, and the spiritualist told you that she is your mother, she's your father, she's your auntie, she's your whoever, or the child, or brother or sister, whatever. And you wonder why that child is disturbing you. Go and check what you did to this person when they was alive, before they came back. Yes, some will just come purposely to torment you since you treated them bad. If you find out that your brother or your sister, father, mother is the one that passed any of your child to this world, go and appease them. If things are not working right for you, go and appease them. They are the one, in fact, that is causing it for things not to work for you because of how you treated them. All right, my love. And don't always take them to the church. Some of you just give birth to a child, you take them to church. It's not good. That can provoke the spirit that comes through that child to go back. That's why many of you lost your children. You lost your child. Some of you give birth to 5 children. All of them Lego. Why? Check your biography. Check how you give birth to them. I know that some Dibia's children do still pass away. Yes, there is a reason for that. Because there are some banjos, when they come, they will say they will stay 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 100 years, 2 years, 6 months, 1 month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They'll go back. Some one day, when they see the word and say, oh, I don't want, or most especially if they find out that this is the person that the family in the ocean bring them through, they will say no. They don't want to pass through that person. They will go back. Why some, if they pass through you, they see that you are not taking care of them well. You are not doing what you're supposed to do for them as a water child, as a water person. They will go back to where they're coming from. These are some of the reasons why some of you loses your children. Many of your children are coming from the water side, the marina side. If you don't treat them carefully, you are not a good person. They see that you are not a good person. They don't want you to use your sinful fornication, for adultery, hand to, to train them. They will better go back to where they are coming from instead of them to stay with you. So I just give you guys some expo. Then tomorrow we are going to be talking about this Xmas, what you need to do. Go to your village. Let me just chip in a little bit. If you have village, go to your village and do some sacrifice if things are not okay for you. Meanwhile, tomorrow, I'm going to do that video. I love you all. I still remain your one and only Queen Goddess Global, the goddess of the ocean, the mother of nature. I love you all. Stay blessed. I hope you're learning. Forget my grammars. Forget my beauty. Forget whatever I'm putting on. Forget how I joke or whatever, I can be like that sometimes. Every day is not Christmas, all right? So, but just focus on what I'm saying. Pick one of 2 things and use it for yourself.